Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about FIFA 17, 18 and 19, all of the FUTmas promos, how they've been so far, all of the SBCs, and comparing them, which one was the best and which one is the worst so far. So first of all, before you get into the video, make sure you do subscribe. We are aiming for 12,000 subscribers. I'm also making around 2 videos a day, so you definitely don't want to miss them. So of course, we do need to keep in mind that in FIFA 17, there was a lot more hype than FIFA 18 and FIFA 19, because this was the first year that SBCs were introduced. Of course, in FIFA 16 we didn't have any SBCs or anything like that, and during FUTmas there still were things. There was things like FIFA 15 and FIFA 16. There were things like happy hour, online tournaments, single tournaments with special rewards, because during then FIFA 15 and FIFA 16 that was pretty much popular, online tournaments and single player tournaments, because they didn't have FUTchamps either. And looking at now the comparisons between these SBC cards, of course, day one in FIFA 17, FIFA 18 and FIFA 19, FIFA 17 actually was looking quite defensive. Of course, De Rossi, Ruffier and Parolo, those were really nice cards in my opinion. But the best ones out of all of these, in my opinion, it could actually be FIFA 19. I actually really like FIFA 19, of course. Zaha, Gomez, and Torreira. Torreira, in my opinion, was extremely overpowered. But also FIFA 18 looks very nice with Antonio, Gnabry, and Azpilicueta. This first day does actually look pretty close, in my opinion, of course. There are quite high-rated cards in FIFA 17. FIFA 19, we do actually have an 86 rated card, but then we do actually have the lowest rated card with an 82. Of course, there is in FIFA 18 as well an 82 rated card, but FIFA 17 is looking quite higher rated. FIFA 18 of course is going for 2 very overpowered cards. That Antonio ended up to be an extremely overpowered card, and that Azpilicueta is a bit more of a higher rating, and Gomez as well. I would really class that as a really overpowered card. I wouldn't really class that as a high rated card by EA Sports. I think they just added Gomez because he is actually quite overpowered, not really because of his rating. And of course this was all because of their league positions, other stuff like that, nothing to do with their ratings. But it does have a big choice on, of course, the final decision on what EA Sports do, the rating, other stuff like that. They don't want to make cards too overpowered, and that is moving on to my other point. Today when I'm making this video, Heung-min Son was actually released, and it was actually quite shocking for me, another left wing card, and that is extremely actually disappointing. Of course, Rashford did actually get a left wing card on day 2. I'm going to talk about that now more with the FIFA 18, FIFA 17, FIFA 19 comparison for day 2. But day 1, I think FIFA 18 or FIFA 19 had that one. FIFA 17 wasn't really the best, but of course EA Sports for some reason don't really want to do position changes, despite the whole community saying that we have way too many left wing cards. They could have done it now with a lot more cards. Of course, the main ones that I'm actually quite annoyed at is actually Rashford and of course Son, which everyone is disappointed at. And looking at day 2 now, it is pretty obvious in my opinion. FIFA 17 definitely has this one. We have an SBC, Aubameyang, Benteke and Hamsik, and this is actually all FUTmas cards. But in FIFA 17, if you guys don't really know, they used SBC cards. They didn't really have a unique FUTmas card design, because of course that was the first year they were doing the whole FUTmas thing and other stuff like that. They weren't really thinking of that, but in FIFA 18 someone thought of it, so they actually decided to do it. And with FIFA 19 of course they just stuck with it. So FIFA 18 there's a few overpowered cards over there as well, and in FIFA 19 there's really overpowered cards. But in my opinion, FIFA 17 has definitely got that one. I'm pretty sure Benteke carried on to get loads of informs, and that FUTmas card as well was actually quite overpowered. And looking at day 3 now, the last one that I did actually do, because the main days are actually the most important in my opinion, are the 3 first days, to see actually how the whole promo is going to go. But we do actually have a FUTmas Defoe, who in my opinion was quite good, with of course that 90 shooting of course is absolutely amazing. But then some people later on in the year, I do actually know, started to regret it. DeMarcos, I'm not too sure how he was. Of course now in FIFA 19 he is quite overpowered, and that Fekir card as well looked absolutely amazing. And in FIFA 18 I think this was actually quite decent, that Muriel card, but it wasn't really the best of starts in FIFA 18 as well. It is quite close with this one, because there's mainly just one good one and the rest aren't really too good. But if you actually look at FIFA 19, Roberto Firmino and Zakaria are actually quite good, and Callahan as well. I think he's just an addition, but we don't really need him. He's not really the best unless you are playing in that league and you really need someone like him. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.